Hey everyone, Stephen with Jacksonville Real Estate News here. I hope you're having a wonderful and amazing day. I wanted to get this information out to you and your friends and family as soon as I could. We have got some market updates that we need to talk about. We just finished up November and there have been some changes in what's happening in the inventory here in Northeast Florida. Once again, here to share an unbiased news source for you when it comes to all your real estate needs. Let's get into it. So as we can see here, we are looking at the market statistics for what's happening here in Northeast Florida based upon MLS information. So this is all information that has been inputted into the MLS, and this is what we're going off of. We're looking at data. Remember, data. If you guys have been following the channel at all, I'm not big on what Uncle Joe's says about the market, or hey, we heard a friend who said this and this and that. Come on, guys. There's too much money on the line when it comes to you buying a house or selling a house to listen to some random stranger or what the neighbor 4 doors down did 6 months ago. No, you're going to get an unbiased news source with facts of what's happening in the marketplace. So let's get into it. As we're looking at this, we see the number of listings right here. This is for November. So we're seeing the number of listings right here, right around 8,000 listings. This is really, really high. If we go back even to just the beginning of the year, we're at about 4,200. So not exactly half, but you can see this curve. Boom, listings have they have popped up. So there's a lot more inventory that's coming on the market, which, you know what? That's a good thing for you buyers out there. This is getting back to what a normal listing amount is in Northeast Florida pre-pandemic, 2% interest rates. This is pretty standard of what we've been seeing. Now, this number of listings is also going to come down and relate right here to the absorption rate. This is also known as months supply of inventory. What this is based off of, if no other houses come onto the market based on historical settings, how long would it take for those houses to be off the market? Well, let's look at that. The absorption rate right now is about 2.7 months. So if no other houses come on the market from today, in 2.7 months, roughly 3 months, there would be no other homes on the market. That's what that means. If we go all the way back down here, let's look at our January number. We were looking at 4,200 homes on inventory. We come down here to January, we're looking at 1.28. So that's where you see the correlation in this, guys, is the difference between the number of listings and the absorption rate. When we are still well into a seller's market based upon the amount of inventory. Now, we've done some other videos about whether it's really a seller's market, but technically, by what we're seeing here is that we are in a seller's market. It switches from a seller's to a neutral market once we hit about 5 to 6 months of inventory. So right now we're sitting at the high of about 2.7, we're getting there. We're getting there. So for you buyers out there, there's a lot more houses on the market. We're going to get to that a little bit more about the number of houses and different price ranges that we're seeing. So let's get back into it. Another thing that I find very interesting in all of this is we are looking at the sold average list price. So the average sold list price in October was $453.99. Coming down here into November, $422. Okay, so that's going down a little bit. But let's kind of get into it a little bit more. If we go back to December, it was at $388. So we go back December, $388, we come here to November, we're looking at $422. So it is still going up. Prices are still going up. That's happening. So that's where we're sitting with that. But yes, it went down from October to November. So there is a little bit of softening in that, but prices year over year are still up. So if you hear people saying, oh, the market's coming down, well, yes, the market is coming down from October. It is coming down a little bit from September, but it's still up from December of last year. So just keep that in mind, and let's keep those expectations set of what we need to be looking at. Another really interesting fact here is sold to list ratio. So what this is you see it goes online, it goes on my website, it goes on Zillow, Realtor.com. That's the list price. So they listed the original price. Hey, this is where we're going to be at. What does that look like when we go down here? We got list price to the sold ratio. Back in kind of the January timeframe, December of last year, we're about 99%. So whatever you're listed at is pretty good chance that you were going to sell it at that same price. Into the spring months, man, we were way up here, right over. You would get something over it. Boom, that's coming down. So now we're coming all the way down to 97%. So what we're seeing for you buyers out there is, hey, you're going to see from, on average, from the time that somebody lists the property to the time that they sell it, you're going to see about a 2 to 3% decrease before they get it sold. And that's really good. If you go in and you make an offer, think about going in up to 3% below. Talk to your real estate agent about that. It's really good information to know. And for you sellers out there, this is something we really need to focus on is, hey, we need to have good expectations based upon the numbers that we're seeing here in Northeast Florida. This is what we're running into. So once again, talk to your agent about this, be aware of it, be mindful of it when you're making pricing decisions on your home. This is another really good one that I like to look at is the days on market. So for a while here in the spring, man, days on market, 30, 28, boom, boom, boom. Whoa, you see this hockey stick right here? That sucker's going up. That hockey stick, we're now looking at 54.5 days on market. That is an average. Trust me, there's some that are a lot lower and there are some that are a lot higher right now. But 54 days on average is what we're seeing. So we're seeing that homes, we've got, if we go back up here, we've got a lot more listings coming on the market. We've got prices coming down from last month, but still up from the year before. We've got our sold to list ratio. We're seeing about a 3% dip, and days on market are going up. So there's a lot of information going on here. And this is all factual based information. It's just not pulled out from anywhere. This is what we're seeing in the market. Now, something I really want to show you guys is coming down here. I want to really look at where the market of Jacksonville, what's the core of the market in Jacksonville when it comes to housing. Look at our big numbers right here. If we look at active listings, boom, that $300,000 to $400,000 range. So what that tells me is that Jacksonville is still very affordable when it comes to finding a house. $300,000 to $400,000. So we're basically looking from $300,000 to $750,000. That's the big core of the Jacksonville real estate market. $300,000 to $750,000. And let's look over here at our new listings. This is actually helping us out even more for you first-time home buyers who are really looking for affordability when it comes to going versus rent versus buying. This is going to really excite you. We see a lot of things happening between this 200 to 750 range. That is the big number in November of where more and more houses are coming on the market. So be happy about that. That's a really big deal because it's going to give you more opportunity when you're going to buy. Now, you sellers out there, if you fall into these price ranges, know that you're going to have some competition, and that's okay. You just need to know that it needs to be priced correctly for everything that you're doing. So yeah, right here, 200 to 750, that's the core of the real estate market here in Northeast Florida. So I hope that you found all of this information to be helpful. We're here to serve and educate you no matter what is going on in the real estate market, but this is giving you a big reminder of what is happening here in Northeast Florida when it comes to the real estate market. Please, if you like this information, like, subscribe, follow below. We are here to educate and empower you. And please share it with your friends. This information is free. they should have it too. Have a great day, Jacksonville.